Hi, my name is Rodney McKenzie, and you're watching More Life Video Blog. And what I'm doing over the next 10 weeks is focusing on the great laws of the universe. Um, these are spiritual laws that actually support you in creating the life that you want, whether that be a life of joy and happiness and excitement, or a life of misery and heartbreak and just sadness. But these laws have been used by great women and great men alike for eons, for centuries, to create a life that they truly, truly desire. And these laws invite us into a conversation about our ability to be creators in our own lives. And as young people, as people of in 20s and 30s, I know that it's something that I think about all the time. Like, how do I create a life that truly, truly is blissful to me? So here I am. Here we are. Last week I talked about the law of mind. The law of mind states that, well, that you are definitely a creator and that the way you create, in truth, is in your mind. Not just your brain, but your mind. So what you believe, like what you truly believe and feel is true, is what's true. It's what you create. It's what you experience in your own life. And so if you want to create something new, well, you start in your mind. You start with what you believe. You start with what you know to be true, and you watch your life change. And God, I tell you, I have loved this law. Last week, this law rocked my world, and I talked about it and I wrote about it, and you can read more about it at morelife.typepad.com. But this week I'm excited because I'm now talking about the law of correspondence. And the law of correspondence takes the law of mind that goes deeper. The law of correspondence says, well, really, that as above, so below. And because the law of correspondence is cool, like it's a rapper almost, it's like a slam poet, it also says the flip. It says that as below, so above. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that whatever is happening in your life on one level of your being is happening on every other level of your life. That your life actually corresponds. And so situations, experiences, your thoughts, your feelings, all of that corresponds with the other levels of your being. If it's happening on the physical level, it's happening on the spiritual level. And it's also happening on the emotional level. And it's also happening on the mental level. And so these levels correspond with each other. And so if you want to change your life, if you want to change any experience, you can start at a level of being, at a level of your experience, and you can watch your life change. Because your levels, what do? They correspond. And why do they correspond? Well, because as above, so below. And as below, so above. And so this law, again, allows me not to be a victim and allows me to be a creator. And I really love that sometimes, but sometimes it really, can I just say it, it kind of pisses me off. And so when I'm having an experience financially where I'm like, I ain't got no money, I don't know what's going on, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills, what's going on? I look at my checking account and I open up my checking account and I see a negative. Well, I know in that moment that if it's happening on the financial level of my life, it's happening emotionally. There are areas in my life emotionally where I feel like I am in the negative, where I feel like I am lacking, where I feel like I'm unworthy. And then there are areas in my life too on the mental level at the exact same time where that experience is playing itself out. And that same experience is playing itself out in the spiritual level. See, the levels correspond. And whatever experience I'm having on one level, I'm having it on every other level of my life. And so, by knowing this truth, by knowing this law, I can change my life. And I can change my life because all I have to do, and this is, I don't mean for it to sound that simple, but it is pretty easy, is that all I have to do is change my mind. I can choose a different experience at a level of my life, and I can watch the law correspond. I can see it change. I can see it shift. I can see my life moving by shifting what I think, by shifting an experience on one level of my being. And so this week, I'm going to write about this. I'm going to shift some levels of my beings and shift what I think and what I believe and what I know to be true. And I look forward to sharing this experience with you as we create more life in our lives. Have a good week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.